guys, it's Kelly here again and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed building video. So today we are building a big residential lot. It is a winter cottage, at least that's what I named it. And it is basically a family home that is more like a cottage or a mountain villa kind of lot. You know, you can use it. I built it as a residential lot, but you can always put it in Granite Falls and use it as a rental lot as well. I think it will work just perfectly. It is a bit pricey. I think it came out as about I think it was like 100,000 simoleons, which is not that much for a residential lot, but maybe for a rental lot that would be a lot. Yeah. So yeah, I actually went off of the picture that I found online, and the picture was again just the front of the house, and I kind of had to make up the rest of the house, but it was a really adorable chalet kind of cottage, and I really wanted to make this. I actually found the picture somewhere sometime this summer, and I was waiting for it to become winter, or for it at least to be close to winter, so that I can build it and upload it. And I think it turned out really cute. I am really happy with this build. I really hope you guys enjoy it as well. You will see me do a lot of sizing down of objects in this one, because that is a new feature that we got in, I believe it was in one of the free updates just recently, sometime in November. And I think it had been a long time coming, just because we had the option to size up objects, and now that we can finally size them down, I think that is probably the best addition that we've ever had in the game. So yeah, I definitely took advantage of that, and I think it really worked in my favor. So I've actually had a bit of trouble building recently. I haven't been active all that much here on the channel lately, just because I felt a bit uninspired and I didn't really know what to build, because the recent videos that I uploaded all got around like 20 views or 30, which is kind of disappointing, I'm not gonna lie, just because some of them I spent a lot of time on, and I don't know, I just felt a bit well, crappy. I felt a bit crappy, so I thought that maybe going with a lot that, you know, I didn't make up the lot, I actually used the reference for it, you know, for the front of the house, and it would kind of get more of like the creative juices going, and I would have more ideas on what to build, how to build it, and just get more inspired again, especially now in the winter time, because I do have the tendency of becoming just a bit more inspired when I stay at home more the bigger part of the day. So yeah, hopefully I do have some videos that are already built. I mean, some houses and some creative sim videos that are already recorded, but I haven't edited them because, again, I don't know. I just it's very saddening when you spend hours and like literally days on something and it's completely underappreciated, which I guess that's just the whole idea of YouTube, and it's completely normal. But yeah, you can kind of understand why I would feel a bit discouraged, you know, just a little bit. But hopefully that will change soon. And now, especially with the holidays coming in, I hope that, you know, when people are staying in more for Christmas and for New Year's, maybe people will be spending much more time on YouTube. At least I know I will be. So yeah. Let's see. So I already said that this is a residential lot. It is good for a big family. It has 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms. I did make one to be more of a teen or kids room. I made the other one a toddler room. It can always be like a baby room or just another bedroom. I have a guest bedroom on the first floor and a master bedroom on the second floor. And I did some creative editing on the screenshots, and I did some moving shots and some music and some snow falling, and I think it turned out really cute. You did get a sneak peek in the intro for this video, and there will be like a full spin around and inside of the house at the end of this video. And I will probably upload the showcase as a separate video, just the showcase, because I do like doing that. I've done that on a few of my videos now, where it's just showcasing the lot and everything on it, with some music and creative editing, yeah. So today I am going to be talking about some stuff from my personal life again, because that's what I decided to do in my videos from now on, just be a bit more interesting when I start babbling. And today I am talking about, again, a party experience, because we are in the party season and I do feel like I need to, I don't know, there are some stuff that I want to share just because they're kind of on my chest and on my heart, I guess. And today's party experience is going to be the worst New Year's that I've had. And I am only sharing this just because I know that New Year's is just around the corner, and I will be spending it with a few people that kind of contributed to my bad experience a few years back. And hopefully, you guys can wish me luck, and hopefully it will be better this year. But basically what the situation was is my two closest friends, I am going to name them Mia and Shannon. So I don't want to say their real names. So Mia and Shannon are my two closest friends at the moment. We spent a lot of time together. Mia I met like 5 or 6 years ago thanks to Shannon, and Shannon I spent my high school with. And the New Year's that was kind of really, really crappy for me was, I think, 4 years ago. It was the first New Year's that we decided to spend together. And usually what happens is we decide to spend together, we don't get organized in time, and then everyone spends it somewhere else with their families or other friends. But this year we made sure to spend it together. But the only way that we could spend it together was if we could be, the only way that we could, all three of us, be together was to be with Mia's friends and boyfriend. And her friends and boyfriend, she was dating this really not the greatest guy in the world, but she was really like into him. And he was a what was it called, not a I forgot the word, not a vet, but he was in the army. Let's just say, I forget the word for it. He was in the army. He's a bit older, not a lot, but a bit older than us. And he was one of those people that are super patriotic. They are borderline racist. They are just really, really exclusive, not exclusive, but people who don't include people in their lives based on skin color or religious views or anything like that. It's just a crappy person. That's like the short version of it. So she was really into him, and she's not the type of person who would judge somebody based on their origins or anything like that. And for those of you guys who don't know, my grandfather is Jewish. So like half of my family are Jewish. I am not, because he is technically, he is my mom's stepfather. So I'm not Jewish. I do have a lot of close friends and family who are, and it's not, I was kind of bullied for it in high school. I'm not sure why, but I guess just people were kind of nasty. So my friend, Mia, she was in, I don't know why, but for some reason she had decided to tell her boyfriend that my grandfather is Jewish and that like half my family is Jewish. And then on top of that, he told all of his friends, and they are all the type of people who like hate Jew people for absolutely no reason. Like they know absolutely no Jewish people, but they hate them, because that's, we gotta hate someone, so why not? And all of their friends, all of the people that were there, all of the haters, they knew about my family, thanks to her. And I don't even know how they allowed me to go there. Maybe they didn't realize that I am the friend with the Jewish origins or whatever. So when I went there, all of them were really weird, and I didn't even understand what was going on, because I would never even imagine that she told them that. I didn't expect her to. And when I realized what was going on, I felt really, really bad, because they weren't being mean thanks to her because she was there, you know, my friend Mia, but they were completely icing me out. And when I would ask somebody something, or when I would try to talk to somebody, they would not answer. They would just look at me and then completely ignore me. When I would ask for something to drink or ask where the bathroom was, they didn't answer. And Mia was the only person, Mia and Shannon, who were with me, were the only people who actually talked to me. So that felt really, really bad. But I decided, you know what, I'm here with my friends, I'm just gonna talk to them, and you know, it's gonna be fine. So naturally, you know, I spent more of the first half of the night I spent with Shannon, because Mia was with her boyfriend, whom I couldn't really talk to even if I wanted to. They were literally in the corner talking amongst themselves, and they were whispering some kind of stuff. I don't even know. I wasn't even trying to listen, but they were whispering, and then they would look at me, and then they would whisper again and look at me, and then they would laugh. So that was really, if that wasn't bad enough, you know, the night got worse, actually. So I started feeling really uneasy, and I forget to say, but we were actually outside of town. We got there with cars, thanks to some other people that were there, a few girls. So we were an hour away from town, which made it like an hour and a half away from my home. And the idea was that we go there, and it was a house. They had rented a villa or something, a mountain house. And the idea was to go there, spend the New Year's, and then around 2 or 3 a.m. just leave. All of us, you know, the three of us would just leave. And one of the girls had agreed to drive us back down because she was going to leave early as well. So that was our whole idea. And everyone was okay with that. Mia was going to stay behind with her boyfriend. She was going to sleep there in the mountain house, and me and Shannon were going to leave. So as New Year started approaching, you know, I didn't talk to anyone. I just spoke to Shannon, and Shannon was really, really in the mood to party. And, you know, I haven't talked about her, I think, on this channel yet, but Shannon is basically a wild party girl. Like, if she could just get drunk and get with someone, that's exactly what she would do. She doesn't care who's around, if he, you know, doesn't want to or anything. She just wants to have fun. She wants to enjoy herself, enjoy life. She is a bit younger than us. So that was the whole idea that she had when going to this mountain house. And she kind of spoke to one of the guys there, and it seemed like he liked her and she liked him. So naturally, she was flirting. She was talking to him most of the night. And at some point after New Year, you know, after the fireworks and after it hit, like, hooray, it's the new year, she just disappeared. And she disappeared with the guy, which is fine. You know, it's a big house. They're probably somewhere upstairs or in one of the bedrooms. But after like half an hour, we realized that they left with his car, which is, again, all right, fine. They went somewhere for a drive. They're having fun. They're having, you know, their New Year's experience, and it was fine. But for me, it was really crappy because I was literally in the corner. Nobody was talking to me, and the only friend that I had there just left. And you know, the time where we're supposed to leave was approaching, and it was already 1 a.m. I was growing very anxious to just leave and go home, and she was just gone. And the girl that we were with, she also wanted to leave, the one that was going to drive us. And Mia started feeling uneasy as well because she noticed that I was completely alone and we were friends. She didn't want to leave me alone, so she ignored her boyfriend for a huge chunk of time. She just left him with his friends. You know, he had at least friends there. but she started ignoring him just so she could pay attention to me, and there was no way that she could combine us because he refused to acknowledge me and he refused to be anywhere near me for some reason. So she started feeling uneasy, and we were supposed to leave at around 2 a.m. and it was 3:30 a.m. and my friend Shannon was nowhere to be found. Her phone was with us, her bag was with hers. She was just missing, and with the other guy with their car. And obviously we know that they were somewhere having fun, but we were kind of dependent on her, and she was very dependent on us. And if she, and we're somewhere, we don't know these people. Me and Shannon, we didn't know these people. We don't know where we are. We got here by car. There's no way that we can get back home without a car. So we can't just leave her. I would never leave her in a place where she doesn't know anybody, and I can't guarantee that she'll get back home safely. So there was absolutely no way that I was going to leave without her, even though people were suggesting it. A lot of people were suggesting it. And my friend Mia was on my side, and she also didn't want to leave her behind because obviously she knew the kind of people that we were with. And we waited and waited for 4 hours. We rang the phone. We started calling that guy that she was with. He wasn't picking up. One of the guys actually started driving around to see if he finds his car anywhere near, because that's 4 hours, guys. 4 hours. She just disappeared. And I don't care how much fun she was having. This is 4 hours, and she's supposed to be with us on New Year's, not with him. So at some point they managed to reach her, and they apparently they drove back down to town into his house, and they just left us. So he drove her back up. We gave her her stuff. We basically shoved her into the car, and at 4:30 we just left. And on the way down, because again it was an hour drive with a car, so on the way down she was clearly very drunk. And she was very pissed at us, like super angry with us. And she couldn't understand what was going on. And to this day, this is the New Year's that we ruined. The New Year's that she was having the best time of her life, but we managed to ruin that. Because what happened was she was actually, with this guy having fun. And she keeps saying, you should have just left me. You should have just left me. And we kept explaining, we can't leave you. We don't know anyone there. We don't know what was going on. We don't know where you are. If you're safe, if you're drugged or dead somewhere, we don't know that, so we can't just leave you. You're our friend, and we went there together. And she said, no, I'm having fun, you should have just left me. So she was obviously not in the mood to just listen to us at all. To this day she still isn't. And when we got down, she actually lives very far away. She got really mad. She started getting out of the car while it was moving. We stopped. It was right near my place. She said that she has a bus she can catch to her home, because on New Year's here, public transport is running all night. So she said that she wants to catch the bus, and this was right outside my home. And, we said, fine. She just got out of the car. I got out on the same spot, and I just went home because there was nothing I could do. She refused to come over. I asked her if she wants to come over and sleep at my place. She was super mad. She said absolutely not. So I just left her on the bus stop. She wanted to wait, so I left her to wait. After an hour, I think, I was already home. I spoke to my parents. I told them how crappy it was and how horrible I felt. So I spoke to my parents, and then sometime after an hour after I've gotten home, she called me and she said, there's no bus. And I'm like, there's supposed to be a bus. She's like, I'm waiting here, and I've been waiting here for an hour, and there is no bus. And I said, well, according to the news reports and everywhere, there should be. I think they were like every 40 minutes there was supposed to be a bus, so maybe she just missed it when we got there. And I said, just come over and sleep over, and then you leave in the morning. And she said no. She asked if she could take some money to grab a cab because she didn't have any. And I said, all right, fine, you know, just come over and I'll give you money, or you could just stay. And my mom was like, just call her and tell her to stay over, she'll sleep on the couch. And I kept saying she could sleep on the couch, and she just kept saying no, 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 just you know, come out and give me some money. And I was like, all right, fine. And as I was getting ready to leave, she called me again and said, the bus is here, I'm already on, and I am going home. And so I was like, oh, okay, fine. So she left. I have no idea if she got home safely. I didn't hear from her that evening. I was really pissed. She was really pissed. And on the next morning, I called my friend Mia. We spoke about the whole situation. We talked about how horrible it was, especially, you know, for me. And I told her what the how I felt and why I was so just down during the whole party. And she said that she heard a few just nasty comments, that she didn't understand why they were being nasty towards me. I ask her, and then, you know, I realized that she actually told them about my parents, you know, my grandfather and my family. So we talked a huge chunk of time, and at some point Shannon called us, and I think it was on Skype. So she wrote to us, actually, to both of us, and she said, I'm never gonna forget this, but she said, clearly, since both of you are not speaking to me today, there was some kind of misunderstanding. I'm writing you so you can explain to me why you think you're right, and I'll explain to you why I think I'm right, and then we can have a talk about this. Which, by the way, she is just the type of person who will always start a sentence in such a way that she would make you feel like completely like you're completely wrong, just because she is the type of person who is absolutely always right. She is never wrong. She never does anything bad. She never hurts people. People just don't understand her. And that's just the type of person she is. I've known her for like 7 years or 8 years now. No, actually 10 years even. 10 years now. So I know what I'm getting into when I'm talking to her. So, you know, I'm kind of used to it. But it was just an annoying situation altogether. We explained the best we could what happened and how we were actually really worried about her, how she completely ignored us. She completely she decided to do whatever she wants. She went home. She didn't even tell us because she disappeared. She didn't even tell us, okay, something's going on with this guy, I'm gonna leave with him. And we would have said, fine, you know, just call us when you're home. But that didn't happen. She just vanished. And we waited for more than 4 hours, and we explained to her that we wanted to leave. Well, for those 4 hours, we wanted to leave during 3 of them. And we really wanted her to have a good time, but not at our expense. And at some point, she, you know, she said, I don't understand that. And she said, I guess this will be just like a misunderstanding. And to this day, it is still the biggest misunderstanding. And somehow, you know, we managed to ruin her New Year's. And yeah, she doesn't even understand why I felt bad, because she didn't hear the comments. She wasn't there during the time where people were just kind of icing me out. And she said, I don't think she even believes me, because she's never been treated this way because of, you know, her origins or anything like that. So I completely understand that she wouldn't get it. Even I didn't get it, because honestly, this was a first for me. But yeah, to this day, she thinks I'm overreacting, which I don't feel like I am. I don't know. Comment down below if you think I was. It's not that anything particularly bad happened, but I don't know. It feels crappy knowing that somebody is completely trying to ignore your existence just because your relative is this or your friend is that. So that was really, I don't know. Comment down below what you guys think. I would love to hear your opinion on the matter. And the reason I'm saying this story is because I'm kind of trying to hype myself up for this New Year that is approaching, because I will be with these 2 girls. You know, thankfully they are dating normal people now, and they are a bit more I don't know, normal. So hopefully, you know, and plus I'm with my boyfriend and with another friend of mine. So, you know, I'm a bit nervous, but not as much as I was back then. So I'm sure that we're gonna have a good time. At least it's in town. I can leave whenever I want to. So yeah, guys, wish me luck for this New Year's, and I wish you the best New Year's ever, the best New Year's yet. I hope you guys enjoy all of the holidays, all of the gifts, all of the family time, just everything. And I will see you in the next video, and we will exchange some New Year stories and Christmas stories. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
You got oh, don't you know? You got emotion. You got